Hello everyone, Justice here. Join us for our 10th The National Gospel Songwriter Conference. It's homecoming time, July 7th through the 10th. The host church is Tucker's Temple Church of God in Christ, 610 North 7th Street, Memphis, Tennessee. It's an event for the entire family. Yes, even something for teenagers. At the conference, we will learn the media side of running a service, how to conduct interviews, and work with the Chief Executive Administrator. We will be recording the nightly services, interviewing the Jewels honorees, past and present, recording the awards program, and the finale night event. So join us for the 10th National Gospel Songwriters Conference, July 7th through the 10th. Can't wait to see you there.
Hello everyone, Destiny here. Join us for our 10th The National Gospel Songwriter Conference. It's homecoming time, July 7th through the 10th. The host church is Tucker's Temple Church of God in Christ, 610 North 7th Street, Memphis, Tennessee. It's an event for the entire family. Yes, even something for my age. At the conference, we will learn songs from independent artists, handbells, sign language, and much, much more. Also, we will get the chance to perform. July 10th at 6 p.m. for our finale night, Children Expulsion. So come out to the 10th National Gospel Songwriters Conference, July 7th through 10th. See you there!
Welcome to Readings with Evangelist Linda Coleman. Let's allow her to take us on a spiritual journey with these amazing books that she has found. So take a deep breath, grab a healthy snack, and let's relax and listen in.
Well, hello, everyone. And welcome back one more time with Good Reads with Evangelist Linda Coleman. I pray that our Heavenly Father has been good to you, has blessed you with your health and strength, and of course, a sound mind and peace that surpasses all understanding. That's what us children of the Christ have. We get a wonderful peace just being one of his children, because we know that no matter what we go through, that all is well. Everything that we have in our lives has already been designated by our Father, and we're just following his steps. I just want to say thank you for being a part and enjoying Goodreads with me. I've been enjoying bringing these great books to you, and this one here is definitely a romance novel that we're reading now. And I'm so glad to see that chivalry is not dead. You know, this guy that Sister Smith is married to, but the courtship is so beautiful. You know, it's like a story. And it's not a fairy tale, just a great story, you know, that to encourage those of you that don't have a love life yet, right? You know, there's nobody there for you right now. Don't worry about it. You know, this lady is talking about how wonderful your life can be if you just hold on. Maybe before I make 75, somebody will come along and say, hey, treat me like this young man is treating her. You know, you just saw the banner pass by. We would love it if you joined us here at St. Joseph's House of Prayer Spiritual Church, located at 802 Kenner Avenue in Kenner, Louisiana, on August the 9th, when I celebrate my 75th birthday. We're also going to be out there that Saturday. We decided to go ahead on and go with it. That Saturday, the quartet groups are coming out. We're going to have food out there, and we're going to have some vendors and just gospel music. Tony McPherson and the New Orleans Spiritualettes going to be there with us, baby. Jermaine Hawkins and the Harvey Spirituals. We're going to celebrate from August 8th all the way through August 9th. But August 9th is when I'm really excited about what God has promised me he would do. And I want you to be there to celebrate with me. I really do. You know, if you can do that. High noon, 12 o'clock, we're going to be out there praising the Lord. Also, I want to let you know this month, May 30th, we at St. Joseph has put together an art exhibit for you. We have artists that have signed up. They're going to be bringing out their artwork. And baby, some of the stuff that these people have been doing is so beautiful. You do not want to miss out on it. It's Saturday, May 30th, the last Saturday in this month, from 2 to 5 o'clock. Give either me a call or my sister Gaynell Coleman a call at 504-451-7124. Sign up with us. It's free. Artists, you don't have to pay anything. Just bring your register with us and let us know you're coming and how much space you need and everything. We do need to know that. But bring your tent, bring your table, bring your artwork, bring your chair, and baby, sit back and enjoy, set your stuff up, and let your creations work for you. Get the blessings that God has for you. Only thing we ask at St. Joseph is that you leave us a donation. And even if you don't leave us a donation, we still love you anyway, and you're welcome to come back anytime you want to, whenever we're doing anything out there. Art exhibits. We got a meet the authors coming up soon. A lot of these people that you hear me reading about in their books, I'm not sure Brother Frank Thompson Jr. is going to be out there with us, and a few more of the New Orleans artists. Sister Gaynell Coleman, she's an artist. I'm not an artist, but an author as well. She's an artist too, because I can think of it. She's going to have her artwork out there. And Brother Frank, he does artwork. Man, I've met so many authors and artists. Man, that's going to be hot. But you're welcome to come out. Just give us a call. Hold on to the number. Listen, you can think we're not doing our thing, but baby, don't count us out. We are in the running. We are not dead. Thank God we're still alive. Yes. And we're still functioning. And we're still letting people know that there's a reality in serving a true and living God. And God has placed gifts in you that needs to come out. Your gifts will provide for you. They'll make ways for you. They'll open doors for you. God didn't just put them in you just because I think that'd be a good thing. No, he had a purpose in it for making you a great author, making you a great artist, pianist, musician, whatever you are, and whatever God has blessed you with. Some people are just great at speaking as well, Shoot, maybe you can come out there and speak at St. Joseph, baby, because we ain't just waiting on the building. We praising the Lord right outside and having a fantabulous time, as DJ Rejoice says. We're having a great time praising the Lord and introducing people to how awesome it is to have a relationship with God, to get to know him for yourself. Don't just depend upon us, the preachers and the ministers and the evangelists and stuff, and the deacons and the motherhoods, and get to know Jesus for yourself. Our job is to introduce him to you. That's what our job is, to tell you about who he is and how awesome he is. But it's your job to pick up your cross and carry your cross and know that Christ is with you through this. Now let's get to Sister Smith's book, An Amusing Life, All in a Day. You can acquire her book at Amazon. It's available there. Please don't be afraid to go there. You need to have your own copy. I tell you all the time, don't just depend upon us to read it for you. You want this to be a part of your library so you can pass it on to somebody else. Buy a book for somebody. Mother's Day is coming up, but grandma might like it. You're someone that's been like a mother in your life. Send them this book. Hey, they might need a little romance in their life as well. Now, I want to go a little bit back to the 10 ring of friendship, because right now we're about to talk about 3 rings, and I forgot to tell my friend, but I do want to go back to the 10 ring of friendship. That started this stuff of the ring, and then we're going to go on to 2 more rings after this ring. So just to kind of update you a little bit, let's go to the ring. Okay, the 10 ring of friendship. She said, one of my fondest memories of our early courting days was when Mr. Smith gave me a Cracker Jack box. Y'all remember when we talked about that, right? Y'all like Cracker Jacks. I like Cracker Jacks. Well, the backstory to the Cracker Jacks was from when I was a little girl with my daddy. He would usually bring me a box of Cracker Jacks. It was our very special thing and moment. Sometimes he would bring them in a 3-box package. I know how they come every now and then. You can get them at, you don't always find them in a 3 package deal, but they're there. They're available out there. If you shop at the right shop, hit Walmart have them. Well, I remember being so excited about receiving a 10 ring like they advertised in the commercials. Just the caramel popcorn was a treat all to itself. I was looking for something other than a ball or a notepad or a whistle or some surprise toy. My highest hope was to get the 10 ring. Y'all know, I used to always get the whistle. I don't know why. Looked like every box I opened up had the whistle, and I was always blowing it too. It was fun, but it wasn't like that ring. Well, when my daddy brought home the Cracker Jacks, I would dump the contents out into a bowl because I just needed to see the surprise immediately. I remember telling Mr. Smith that story. However, I don't remember why I told my little childhood story. Well, her and Mrs. Smith's getting to know each other. So they're sharing all kinds of stories. And sometimes you share things with somebody who you're getting to know that you forgot you even told them about it, just in conversation. She said, I remember it as fresh as if it happened this morning. It was Thanksgiving Thursday, and the family was gathering a little later in the day. Well, Mr. Smith was the first to arrive with a bag behind his back, where he greeted me with a sugar smack on the left cheek. While I blushed, he handed me a plastic grocery bag. Now, just a kiss on the cheek was enough for her to blush. And then he gives her a grocery bag. Okay, nothing prepared me for the next few moments. When I opened the grocery bag, peeked inside, and let out a squeal. Oh my God, hallelujah. He bought me 3 separate Cracker Jack boxes. Oh, well, at that moment, baby, Sister Smith was reduced to a 5 or 6-year-old child. Again, Brother Smith, you had touched the button. Bam. All right, go ahead. He did it. Kudos to you. Yes, indeed. Put it in, pat him on the back. She said, I pulled one of the boxes out of the bag, opened it vigorously because just maybe I would get a real prize. Well, to my same experience as when I was a child, there was not only a gift that I didn't desire, but there was no surprise gift whatsoever in the first Cracker Jacks box. Well, it ain't not there. Sister Smith must have been a little disappointed on that. Oh, man, now throw that box out. Sorry, let me get to the next one. So she says, I tried again with the second box. I dumped the second box into the bowl, and what do you know? A ring was in that box. Mr. Smith bought a 10-carat gold double heart ring. Hello. A 10-carat gold double heart ring and put it into the Cracker Jacks box and sealed it up so wonderfully that I never would have figured out that he had put the ring in the box from the beginning. Go on, Brother Smith. He knows how to seal up stuff. He gave the ring a definition. He took the ring out of the mold, placed it on the ring finger of my right hand, and said, Miss Smith, this is a ring of friendship. Will you wear this as a token of our friendship? A friendship ring out of a Cracker Jacks box. A 10-carat gold double heart ring out of a Cracker Jacks box. And he calls it friendship. This dude is smooth, y'all. He's smooth. Well, oh my God, I was moved to tears and I accepted his ring and his friendship. And when the children started to gather, he, without a word, touched his right finger, and I touched the ring he gave me. And what a precious and priceless moment that was. Sister Smith will always remember the Cracker Jacks ring. Mhm. And her kids too, and her sons. Now that's a good thing. Mhm. So let's go to the next chapter, the ring of commitment. She got the friendship ring going on. Let's see what the ring of commitment is all about and how he presents this one, y'all. Well, the celebration of everything new was an understatement. She said, our casualness was not at all casual. There seemed to always be a purpose of gathering, even foreverness. We were definitely friends. He was making himself a bona fide figure among my cousins, my sons, and other important folks in my family and my circle of friends. Now, Brother Smith easing on in there. He know how to do it. The rush lady, no, don't do that. Take time. Make sure this is where you want to be as well. Go, and he's doing that. So he in turn gave me the same respect with his family and his friends. Well, it was wonderful for me to have an adult to talk to outside the confines of church. We talked every day by phone or email about world events, the Bible, politics, and of course, music. Because remember, both of them are musically inclined, okay? Our conversations were always intelligent and refreshing. Now, in this day and time, Sister Smith, to talk to someone and call it refreshing and intelligent, girl, you got a gem on your hand right there by itself, because they got so many old idiots out there as well. All the young people aren't idiots, but they got some old idiots, and you go like, you think you would have learned something by now? But she said our conversations were always intelligent and refreshing. Well, Mr. Smith was quite a catch, y'all. He would stamp a letter and mail it to my address. Now, I need to get a sip of water on that. Because if that's not a romantic move, I don't know what is. Now, even though I may be talking to you on the phone and doing emails to you, baby, to get a card or something in the mail and you just finished talking to me, man, I got a little thing from a friend of mine one morning, just last week or this week? This week, I think it was first part of this week. And I got a poem early in the morning. And I went like, oh, wow, it's just cute. I like this. That was really awesome. That was really sweet. They were thinking about me early in the morning to send me just a little poem. That's a good move, too. Well, he said we leaped into a new year and a lot happened, but it was a comfortable ride for both of us. Everything he did was to stand out and to be noticed. What's in a name? He chose my name by permission. Most times he called me Miss Smith, while other times he called me Louise or Lou Jam. Lou Jam, Mr. Smith asked permission to call me by my middle name. Now this here, this man has asked her, is it all right, baby, if I call you by your middle name? He's getting permission. You know how some of them clowns out there just started calling you by your middle name or whatever they want to call you and haven't asked you no permission at all? I said clowns. Yeah, y'all heard me. Or idiots. Okay? I'm good with that idiot word. Okay? So there's some guys out there just started calling you whatever they want to call you. And then some of us ladies who have a certain kind of je ne sais quoi about us, we're going like, I didn't give you permission to call me by that name. Oh, well, I didn't know I had to go through all that. Brother Smith said, yeah, you do. Yeah, you have to go through all that. That's what Brother Smith said. He got permission to call her by her middle name. Well, Marie, I said, yes. He also called me sweet nothing, such as darling, sweetheart, and some things along those lines. Let me stop right here. Darling, sweetheart, honey bunny, all those kind of things. I'm from New Orleans. We do that already. It's just automatic. Baby, do you think you can pick up? Okay, baby, I'd appreciate you sweet thing. I call my clients now. Go ahead, honey bunny, go do that for me, baby. You sweet. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much for taking care of that for Miss Linda. So those are kind of like names people we do a lot down here in New Orleans. I don't know where she's from. I gotta look at that again, but we do that. It's common with us. But to have a special man in your life do that, and some men you don't want calling you sweetheart, you definitely need to ask. Okay. Well, his family and a select group of school and neighborhood friends called him Jerome. But I wanted to keep a high level of respect toward him, so it would be replicated for me. So I endearingly called him Mr. Smith. Endearingly called him Mr. Smith. Go, girl. I hear you, Sister Louise. Mr. Smith, you smooth too, sister. Of course, I had every privilege to call him Linton, but I didn't want to get too common with him, watching out for any motive to take advantage or to be taken advantage of. He was such a man, so it felt just right to just call him by his formal name. He's such a gentleman. Sister still want to kind of keep a little distance. We just got a friendship ring here, just friends. We just friends, okay? We just friends, close friends. Well, we do some things together. So I just want to be a little cautious here. Don't get too comfortable with him. Well, time moved forward, and since the ring of friendship given in November of 2003, I've been showered with trinkets and men, hello, listen well. I'll make sure I get some more water again. Let me clear my throat. Men, don't miss this part. She says, since the friendship ring was given to her in November of 2003, she have been showered with trinkets, flowers, heartwarming mail letters, and the best greeting card sentiments, and he was still the perfect gentleman. Boy, I know how to take care of a lady. Show me that you love me. Show me. Show me, baby. I got to be cute. I know she had to feel good when she went to the mailbox and there was a letter in there. I just finished talking to this man. He was sending me something, a nice, pretty card. Well, here we go. On Valentine's Day of 2004, Mr. Smith and I were dining at the California Dreamin'. Just before dessert, he asked me to close my eyes while he placed a small object in my hand. Well, I felt it. It was smooth like a velvet box. When Mr. Smith gave me the privilege to take a peep, he said, "Wait. I want to do it this way. Give me your hand." He took the box and took my left hand, opened the box, and there was a ring of 7 clear stones. He introduced this as the ring of commitment. Oh, things are really getting sweet right now. There's the ring of commitment, everybody. I love it. He said, "Marie, we've been courting now for about 8 months. I don't want to date anyone else. I don't want to date anyone else. I would be honored if you and I could commit our time to each other exclusively. So will you wear this ring as the ring of commitment?" Girlfriend, I know you hit the floor. And she said, I thought, Lord have mercy. Woo, Jesus. What kind of man is this? Oh, it's the kind of man that finds a good thing. That's what it is. It's the kind of man that finds a good thing. And girl, you knew you was a good thing. And ladies, if y'all don't know you're a good thing, you better go back to the mirror and take another good look. Hello, I'm a good thing. I know I'm a good thing. And this kind of courting is what God sends you. What God sends you. A man that respects you for who you are. First, he gives her a friendship ring. Can we just hang on there? Right? A year later, not 6 days later, no, a year later, he gives her, well, in the very next year, oh, well, come on, wait a minute. He did that in November 2003, and here it is for Valentine's Day 2004. So it isn't even really a whole year. So let me correct that, all right? Because we got November, December, January, February. Oh, he was ready. Oh yeah, 3 months later. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He said he ain't gonna let Sister Smith slip through his hand. Said, no, I ain't gonna play that long thing, huh? I hear you, Brother Smith. I'm gonna go ahead on and grab this woman now because this is a good thing. It's a good thing, and I need some commitment from this woman before I put in any more time. We got to get past the friendship, baby. It's time to commit. I've been giving you trinkets and sending you cards and sending flowers to you and all that stuff and just tickling your little heart and tickling your mind. Can you commit to me? And she said, oh, Lord, what kind of man is this? So, of course, she accepted his ring. Now she's got a ring of friendship and a ring of commitment. Now, the very next chapter is the ring of engagement. Let's keep on going, y'all. This is good. Well, the courtship became more intense. He bought more expensive gifts, not to flash, but to help solve a problem. When I was reading this chapter, I really was touched with this chapter, the ring of engagement. This chapter shows that he wasn't just after one thing, and it was definitely was not going to be a temporary thing, that he was, that ring of commitment that she's wearing. Here in this chapter, he shows his commitment to this family even more. When a man does what Brother Smith is doing for Sister Smith, you don't have to wonder if the father is involved in this or not. It's all smooth sailing. And even when the wind comes along, because it does, and the waters get a little rough, because it has a God-sent relationship, y'all will make it through every time. Because you got God on your side and you've already mellowed out, you already know who you are, you know how you function with each other. Baby, this is a good book. You need to have this book at home too. Well, the courtship became more intense. He brought more expensive gifts. Pay attention, everybody. Not to flash, but to help solve, I have to underline that, a problem. And if you have a man that can't help you solve a problem, not the one. I don't want to say break you up, but she says, my washer broke. I loaded my clothes for the laundromat only one time. And I've done that laundromat roll. I think many of us have been to that laundromat, putting the clothes in the laundry basket and hauling it out to the car and hauling it into the laundromat and then putting it in the washer and hoping there's one available in the dryers. And I hated going to the laundromat. She said, I loaded my clothes for the laundromat only one time. Just one time. Mr. Smith took me to Sears and Roebuck's at my request to shop for a washer. He suggested, though, another appliance store that had other brand name items. Kenmore was my appliance of choice because I was well acquainted with that brand. It goes back a couple of generations, matter of fact, in my family. Well, Whirlpool and Maytag were high-ticket items and were not sold at Sears. But he insisted I get more reliable appliance for as many times as I use a washer and a dryer. He thought I should have a set. Remember, it's only the washer that has broke, but he thinks she needs a set. I was like, there's nothing wrong with my dryer, so why should I spend money on something I don't need? He said, babe, look, that may be true, but Marie, You have an old appliance with a new washing machine. The dryer will stop working long before the new washer will give out. Give both an equal opportunity. And most of us, I know what Sister Marie is thinking, Sister Smith is thinking, oh, I ain't got that kind of money to be buying no dryer. The dryer work pretty good. I'll just wait till it break down and then I'll get another one. But that's not what Mr. Smith is saying. Mr. Smith said, give them equal opportunity. Let's get a dryer and a new washer at the same time. Well, most of us will be running from that cost. But you know what? That's a wise move. You say, wow, I was taken back by his thinking, says Sister Smith. I would never have bought a set because the monthly payments were more expensive than I could afford, and it would take longer for me to pay it off. I had a standing credit account with Sears and Roebuck, but Mr. Smith introduced me to a new appliance store where they sold the higher ticket items. He helped me pay the bill, and needless to say, I had my first Whirlpool washer and dryer set. This was, of course, without strings attached. Hello, did y'all hear me? Without strings attached. Hello, she didn't have to do nothing special for her. She didn't have to jump over no brooms or nothing right away. She didn't have to do nothing special. He's showing his commitment. Ooh, baby, to her. Baby, we're not going to play around with this wash and dry stuff. Not all the time. You got to wash and dry and clean your clothes all the time. We're going to get a brand new set. And I'm going to help you pay for it, baby. Don't you worry. She said he didn't move in. Hello. That should have been in bold letters in his Sister Smith. He didn't move in, nor did he ask to move in. And check this out. No sexual exchanges or favors. Hello. Good goodness. I love it. I love it. He didn't move in. Why y'all letting these men move in right away? He didn't move in. Nor did he ask to move in. No sexual exchanges or favors. I'm going to get my man what I can. Shoot, I'm get my man what he wants. And he ain't even brought you nothing yet. Here, this young man has bought her a whole set, a wash and dryer set. And he said, okay, baby, take that home, because you're going to need that. And we're going to make sure we got something that's going to hold up. We ain't getting no Kenmore anymore. It's Whirlpool. That's where we're going. We're going to go to high ticket. She said, my mama must not have heard about this guy. I know that's right, girl. She says, within a 12-month span, the set was paid for. Too many times we look at something and say, we can't afford it. I can't put myself in that kind of position. That means, again, I'm not just talking about the man right now. I'm talking about the man. That means we don't trust him. He said, I will provide for all your needs. And if God has given you your health and your strength and your wisdom to manage the gift that he blesses you with every day, every month, every week, whenever you get paid, he will provide. Make sure that you pay for it. So don't crystal ball and say, I can't afford it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. She said, yes, again, Mr. Smith. Yet again, Mr. Smith built a computer. Mr. Smith built a computer and then gave it to me. I took it to my office where I served as a music ministry. So she really needed a computer to do the writing and all, keep it up with what songs are out and what songs she's going to bring to the choir, getting the lyrics together and all that good stuff. Man, Another time, here we go. Mr. Smith extended kind love to me as when my luxury Park Avenue brakes went out. She said, I had been having trouble with the brakes for about 2 years. I spent quite a few $1,000s to keep my Buick going. I really loved that car and didn't realize that it was not profiting or serving me well in any category. Well, Mr. Smith told me to cut my losses, sell the car, and get another vehicle. He said, baby, I will be here to help you. Remember, there's a commitment ring going on here. He said, I was sad to part with my car. I thought it was the best car I had ever owned. However, with gentle reasoning, Mr. Smith escorted me to the pull-apart junkyard. Mr. Smith said, okay, now, I almost had to pull her teeth to get her to get a dryer, go on a washer. Now, that car with the bad brakes, and that's not a good thing, y'all, to have bad brakes on your car, really, you know. But that's Beulah. That was her car, remember? She held on to Beulah. She was going to hold on to him as long as she could. She said, so Mrs. Smith escorted her to the pull-apart junkyard. Well, they weighed the car, and they gave her $1,015, which she thought was a low price for a prized possession, right? Well, Mr. Smith said, be thankful for what the car was worth now. This money is actually saving your life, because to keep Beulah really was dangerous. The brakes could fail. Hello. And a horrific accident could occur. Sell a car, take the money, and reinvest it in another car or spend it. God will, here we go. This is Brother Smith telling her, God will provide for you, and I will be there to help you too. Was that not a wise move? Ladies, if you're riding around in a car that's really not functioning that well, and if it's paid off, for sure, because hers was paid off, you need to go turn that thing in. Turn it in. If you got brake issues, that's not good. And even us that have a pretty decent car, you never know when them brakes going to give out. You don't know. Them things give out on you in a split second, and in an older car, even quicker. So I thought, wow, he's filled with wisdom. She's just melting in her heart, y'all. It's just like my daddy taking good care of me. I just love me, Mr. Smith. Okay? Well, Mr. Smith was quite inventive with his imagination. Before my car went on the brink, he was playing at a sports bar on Two Notch Road. Well, here we go, y'all. Well, one Friday night, he had someone from the sports bar call me to say I needed to get to that sports bar urgently because Mr. Smith had fallen. Ooh, something is wrong. Like a mother hen on a mission, I went to see about my loved one. I grabbed my keys, my purse, and went forward to see what happened to my darling man. She said, boo. But my man, I want to see what's going on with my man, Mr. Smith. Well, when I got there, I frantically moved up the stairs, opened the door to a smoke-filled room with lots of talking. I spoke with a gentleman to let him know that I was a friend of Linton Smith. I heard he had an accident, and I was there to check on him. I thought that they would take me to him because in my imagination, I saw him with a broken leg waiting on an ambulance to come. But instead, the gentleman said, wait right here, ma'am. I'll get him for you. Well, that put my mind to ease a little because apparently he wasn't broken if he's telling me to stand here and wait. Okay? I was a bit confused, though, because if he was well enough to come to me, why did I rush to what seemed like an emergency to me? But it didn't seem like an emergency at all since I've arrived here. Well, I was watching where the young guy went, thinking Mr. Smith would come from that very place. And I was correct. Mr. Smith came right from where the young man went. However, as Mr. Smith was coming toward me, he was walking almost as if he had multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, or something. He was walking like something wasn't right. Just something wasn't right. He was dragging the leg, and I was looking at him very strangely. Oh, my God. I hear you. I was concerned. However, I did not rush to him because I was taking it all in. Of course, she's a little bit in shock. Remember, they said it was an emergency. She needs to get there right away. And then when she gets there, this guy's really cool. Stay right here. I'll go get him for you. Then when you see him, he's limping along, coming. Oh my God, what's wrong with my man? Well, when he got close to me, he fell forward, placed both hands on the floor. And as I was trying to help him up, he looked up at me with them wonderful eyes. And he said, Marie, I fell. I think from the very first night I met you, I fell. Marie, I felt hard for you, and I'm smitten. This dude, y'all. Can you see it? Can you see it? She's in a room, a smoke-filled room, people all around her. Here come Brother Smith, dragging the leg, acting like he got multiple sclerosis, something. And then he gets to her and fall to the floor. Huh? And he placed both of his hands on the floor and looks up at her and tell her, I fell. I think from the very first night I met you, I fell. Marie, I felt hard for you, and I'm smitten. The room got quiet, she says. I don't know if time froze or if somebody stopped talking or if everyone stopped talking or I just didn't hear anybody else in the room but Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith says, Marie, I present to you the ring of engagement. Will you marry me? Drop the mic. That's a drop the mic moment. That's hot. That is hot. Drop the mic. Brother Smith, when I meet you one day, listen to Smith, I got to hug this man. I just want to give him a hug and say, baby, I'm so glad that there's still men with class and love and romance out there. Oh, hallelujah. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, man, that's a drop the mic moment. You can imagine what everybody in the room felt like. This boy fell down on the floor, on his hands, and looking up at her and let the girl, Marie, I fell for you the first night I met you. I am smitten. I present to you, baby, the ring of engagement. Will you marry me? Hallelujah, girl. I ain't mad at you, girl. You got what God had for him. And you keep it up. I pray you guys be married a long time. I mean a long, long, long time with a lot of joy and a lot of peace and a lot of harmony into it. Oh my goodness. She said, I was overcome with emotion and my face was wet with tears. Without hesitation, she says, yes. My whole life with this man flashed before my very eyes, and I had such a great feeling that we were matched perfectly, and this would last forever. I told you, you need to read this book. You need to have this book. You need to have it. This is awesome. An amusing life. All in a day. Sister Louise Smith, girl, she's for those of us that don't have a good man in our life and we haven't met him yet, and God might have one for me, like he might not. I don't care. Whatever God has for me, I'm happy with it. But for one to come along like that got some class and she knows how to treat a lady, knows how to take his time with her, make her feel comfortable. Let her know that he's very serious about the relationship. He's not playing no game. And they have so much in common as well. I mean, that's a good thing. So I wish you guys all the best of luck in your relationships in the future. I'm about to close it out and go home. Well, I'm already home, but I got some things to do. I got a couple of more umbrellas to work on and finish up before the day is out. You see, I'm getting ready for the art show, but I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the rings, the friendship ring, the commitment ring, and then the engagement ring. And all through this, there is no sex involved. He's not a live-in boyfriend. He's a friend that lives on wherever he lives, and she lives where she's living. And they're not doing that. They're getting to know each other and everything. And he's respecting her as a woman. As a woman. Yes, yes, yes. It's a great thing. So I hope that I can see you guys maybe on Saturday, May the 30th. Pay attention to our flyers at St. Joseph House of Prayer Spiritual Church, located at 802 Kenner Avenue in Kenner, Louisiana, for our very first art show. Artists, call me. We want you in the show. We want people to see what God has blessed you with and how you use your gifts. I want to let you know we're getting ready to go and close out, but I want to close out with a song through Mr. and Mrs. Smith that they did together. Praise is what I do. They're singing this. They're making sweet music, not just in their lives. They're making sweet music that we can enjoy as well. Two great musicians can be nothing nice. So as I close out and they come in, remember that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what the enemy has said, I don't care what message he has sent, with all the craziness that you hear in the news or what you read and the dumbness that you see in Facebook. A lot of the stuff there is like, really? Okay, y'all need to quit. But those of us who are children of the King, we lift our heads up, we stick our chest out, we sharpen up our swords, we shine our shields, we knock the dust off our feet, we charge the air with the tongue that God has blessed us. Look the devil in the eye and let him know, no matter what, we know that all is well. Enjoy. Praise is what I do by Mr.
Okay. In the instrumental, hold on a minute. In the instrumental ensemble category, right? Piano, trumpet, that's ensemble. I like that. Piano, trumpet from South Carolina, the Agape Worship Center, singing and playing Praise is What I Do. Help me welcome the Agape Worship Instrumental Ensemble today. written in Luke.
Wow, I do hope you enjoyed today's readings. But until next time, I want you to focus and remember God is still in control. Be blessed. Have a great day.